Hi, I'm Mark. This is my July review for Aries Sun sign and Aries rising. We start the month with Mars, your ruler, on the march through your fellow fire sign of Leo. So this is good energy, and it's your fifth house of creativity. So this is a good time to be creative. On the first, Mars makes a positive aspect to Chiron. So this will give you the impetus to do something with that physical energy. Either something creative or to fight for something you believe in. It could be political, could be social, could be artistic. Just put that energy to good use. On the 4th there's a little bit of a setback because the Sun makes a square to Chiron. The Sun's in your 4th house of the home, so there could be something that comes up from the past surrounding the home that you haven't dealt with, and you need to deal with this to stop it coming up again and again. On the 5th we have three aspects. The first is a sextile from the Sun to Uranus. This could bring sudden change in finances. It's also an exciting day. There could be new things to try. You'll be buzzing on this day. Also there's an aspect between Venus and the North Node, and someone could help you, someone could cross your path who just says something or points you in the right direction. So this is all good. But then the only thing you have to be aware of is that Mercury makes a square to Neptune, so you might not be on the ball mentally as much as you should be, and just check everything, double check everything. Between the 6th and the 8th, Venus makes three aspects. The first one is an opposition to Saturn. Now this is quite difficult because it could put discipline and responsibilities onto Venus. She's in the house of creativity and wants to have some fun and enjoy herself. There could also be a put down from an authority figure or father figure as well. But on the 7th is a lot better day because it's a positive aspect to Chiron, just like Mars did earlier in the month, and this will generate a creative side of you, an appreciation of beauty as well, and also someone, a lover, could help you and support you in this endeavour. And then the last one is a square aspect to Uranus in that second house, so you could be thinking up new ways to make money, but you will be a little bit impatient and you could be a bit pushy. So look to do new things rather than the mundane. On the 10th we have a new moon in Cancer. This is your 4th house, so it focuses around the area of the home and also your security. Not only your physical security in your home, but also your emotional security. And also it's a good time to look at things from a different perspective. It's a good time to take notes of your gut feelings and develop those, bring up those feelings so that you can act upon them. Because the 4th house is a cardinal house, so it's a good time to take action and do things. And it's a great time to plan for the future, to put long-term plans into practice. The new moon is also making an aspect to Uranus, so there could be sudden unexpected surprises that come up around the home as well. And it's a good idea or time to plan what you're going to do with your home. Are you going to make it a better place? Are you going to make it a more sensual place, pleasurable place? It's a good time for remodelling of the home. And it's also because this new moon's in Cancer, it's good to involve water. Either if you can be near water or play a CD with water running in the background, or even get a water feature for your home or garden. On the 12th for 3 days, love is in the air because Venus catches Mars and makes a conjunction for 3 days. So this is good for relationships. This is in your 5th house, so it's fantastic for love. If you're not in a relationship, it's a good time to find love. And it's also a good time to be very creative and expressive within your love relationship. Also on that day, Mercury makes a positive aspect to Jupiter, and this is good for finance. This is good for signing any documents. It's good for expanding your mind. Mercury's in your 3rd house of the mind, so this is great for taking on any extra learning or information. It's also good for things like law and philosophy. On the 14th there's a lovely aspect between the Sun and Neptune. Neptune's in your 12th house, so this is a day when you can have a spiritual, mystical experience. It's a great day for meditating or doing any spiritual pursuits or metaphysical pursuits. It's also a good day to take stock of where you are in life and where you want to be going in the future, and perhaps set new dreams that are not too unrealistic with Neptune, because fantasy could be involved in this as well. Then on the 17th, it's a completely different story as the Sun makes an opposition to Pluto. Now this is a day when power struggles can happen. The Sun is in your 4th house of the home, Pluto's in your 10th house of career and destiny, so there could be struggles here. There could be things you need to sort out either around the home or at work. There could be things you need to get out in the open and resolve. This is also a day when things can break down. Things that maybe should have been repaired a long while ago will finally break now, and it's no good repairing and now you need to replace them. And again, with all Pluto oppositions and difficult aspects, it's a good idea to avoid dangerous situations or high crime areas. On the 18th, Jupiter makes a square to the black moon Lilith. So Jupiter in the 12th house of the unconscious will activate the shadow side within that unconscious. This goes on for 10 days. So you just need to be wary over these 10 days that things may come up from the unconscious that are fears or worries that you'll have to confront and deal with. Then on the 19th, Mercury makes a couple of aspects, one to Chiron and one to Uranus. So Mercury's plugging into that square between Uranus and Saturn. So again, it's a good time to get an understanding, especially of other people. There'll be new things come up that you have to deal with concerning others. Maybe that you need to help someone, maybe you need to understand someone else's story or their problem. And this could all be new to you, but it needs to be done. There's a change of sign and house for the black moon Lilith on the 20th. She moves from Taurus into Gemini and into your 3rd house. When she's in Gemini, she will cast the shadow of acceptance. So this is all about rejection. We all have to learn about rejection and wanting to be liked. We have to learn that we don't need to be approved. We don't need to be liked by everyone. We can be an individual. We can be who we want without having the need for acceptance. In the 3rd house, it's about communication for you. It's about learning to change your outlook, learning to communicate differently. It's all about discovering new ways of being, and it could be that you also need to look at where you are in life. There could be some thing from the shadow side that comes up that makes you realise you're going down the wrong path, or you want to change track. On the 22nd, the Sun moves into Leo, a fellow fire sign, so this will benefit you, and also makes a positive aspect with the black moon Lilith. So the Sun will shine a light on the black moon. This will allow you to see what needs to be sorted and where the holes are. Also on that day, Venus makes 2 aspects, and these can involve some temptation, but luckily she moves into Virgo as well on that day, and she's in her fall in Virgo, so this may help to temper her down a bit, because with an aspect to the black moon Lilith and Jupiter, there's an opportunity to overdo things and be a little bit too impulsive, so hopefully Virgo will quieten her down a bit. On the 24th, we have a full moon in Aquarius at 1 degree, so it's a very powerful full moon. On the same day, we have an aspect between Mercury and Neptune, so it's a very sensitive full moon. It's in your 11th house, so friends, colleagues, groups, all highlighted on this. And with full moons, it's a good time to let go of some things, so you can bring in the new. And in Aquarius, it's the fact that you feel that you belong to something bigger than what you already have. It's a good time to let go of some of the old dreams and ideals you've had and to set new ones. On the 25th, Mercury makes an opposition to Pluto. This is a good time to discover what the truth is about things. Topics that may have come up, especially in your career or destined area, that may have come up from the full moon. It's a good time to investigate, because sometimes propaganda can be linked to this aspect, so don't believe or everything you hear or see. Then on the 28th there's another opposition, this time between Mars and Jupiter. And again, this has a positive and a negative side. The positive side is that you can be in the right place at the right time, and that your timing is perfect, and you can really get some good work done, especially in your daily routines. The negative aspect is you can be a bit overbearing, you can be a bit dominant, you can think that you're right and everybody else's way is wrong. It could be quite a frustrating day on the 29th and you could get quite angry. There's two squares. Venus makes a square to the North Node and Mars makes a square to the Black Moon Lilith. So this is a day when you're best to leave things be. If you do have anything to overcome, enlist the help of someone else. Mars can get very frustrated on this day, so just ease back a bit and let the tensions diffuse. On the 30th, Mars then moves into Virgo, so you'll be much more able to deal with things. You'll be able to look at things in a very analytical way and perhaps sort the problems out a lot easier. On the 31st, the last aspect of the month is aspect between the Sun and the North Node. This is a positive way forward. This is a time when you can step up to the mark and put yourself in the forefront. And just make sure that you're on the right path. There could be someone who comes along, a teacher, or someone who's got more experience and knowledge than you, and it'd be good to enlist their help or advice. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please subscribe, and if you'd like to leave me a message, I'd love to hear from you.